There's another radio show that's here, so come on in and introduce yourself.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
No, you use them. I was just saying. We're gonna talk to each other.
You want me to do? I'm Tish Love from Get to Know Me, and I'm on after. No,
so you here early? That's good.
Yes, I'm here early.
Uh-huh.
I'm not always early, but I decided to try to change my life today.
Okay. All right, that's what's up.
I come in on time, but shout out to you guys. You guys are doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to the Gwinnin Ent. Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You
good?
So how is it not?
Oh.
I just want to know, like,
How is it what?
On the show without the Creep Squad now, is because you seem like you chilling this season. Like
I've been chilling last season too.
Last season was a little crazy. I don't know.
I was chilling last season. Don't do that. What was I doing last season?
You was chilling a little. Yeah, you was chilling.
I was chilling.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think that, like I was telling him, I think the word Creep Squad, that's the first thing in your mind. I think like chicks
Creepy.
and all that stuff. It was a whole season. I have no girlfriend, no nothing. You understand? It was a whole season, like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like I don't know if you watch or follow, the DJ Self experience, but and me, so now it's just like, I felt like it's just a point in time in my life where it's like, now I need to find one girl.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you're done with the Creep Squad.
So how has that been going?
Well, the creep squad thing had nothing to do with women on my end.
I
was about to say but okay, on your end.
I don't know.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I can't be accountable for another man's doing.
What did it mean to you? What did being a creep mean to you?
Well, I gave him an example, right? I give you another example also, right? So if we here at DSN, right, and there should be, if they don't, then we're gonna have to fight for it, right? A kitchen with a refrigerator, and I write my name and say DJ sells food, right, in the refrigerator. I put it in the refrigerator, and you come in, you eat my food. You a creep.
I'm a creep.
Yeah, you're a creep. Why would you eat my food?
So that's things you did.
I've done things that absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
Right.
I've showed you at being creep squad. I've showed you nothing that had nothing to do with women because I wasn't dating anyone for the past like 2 years.
Okay.
Right.
I'll take it.
So now you're not trying to be a creep anymore.
I'm not. As far as women.
As far as women, he's still gonna eat your food. He said.
I would absolutely.
Eat your food in the refrigerator.
I am the guy.
Let
Let me tell you something. I am the guy. If you had me in your house, right, and you said, and I went in your refrigerator, I'm that guy that would take your orange juice, swig it with my mouth, turn the top, and put it back in. I am that creep guy that would do that. Absolutely. Because that's just what I do. I'm just telling you.
Hold on, we got a caller. Hold on.
I am that person that would do that.
There's a caller on the phone.
Who is that?
Hello.
Yo, hello, who this?
It's your boy B Freaky from TMI Radio. What's good?
Be freaky.
Be freaky.
Be freaky.
Hey,
Yo, what's up, Freaky?
B Freaky from TMI Radio. B Freaky, you can't be freaky. You can't yourself. What up?
From TMI Radio.
Yeah, time to take his phone off a speakerphone.
You gotta take your phone off a speaker. We can't hear you.
I'm not on the speaker. What you taking that?
So you gotta get you an iPhone 10.
You not Metro BPS?
Actually, got real crazy. You about to feel still. Get to the question.
It's the iPhone 8. Don't do that.
You got money. Oh, it's the 8. My bad. The X just came out. But you don't got money though, cause I only got the 6 right now. Times is hard.
I get back ordered. I got back ordered on the X. Don't worry.
All right.
Do you have a question for DJ
I
Self?
just wanted to ask DJ Self a quick question, and I wanted to shout out the Even Experience. Y'all doing your thing.
Word. Appreciate it.
I had a question. On Love and Hip Hop, why everybody in the studio but new songs never come out?
Say it again. I didn't hear what you
Why
said.
everybody in the studio every episode but they'll never drop no songs?
All right,
or
now
they play other people's songs on the show.
All right, I'm glad you asked that question, right? I feel like I got an echo somewhere in there, but it's cool. I'm glad he asked that question, and I think that the main thing with the artists on the show is they don't prepare themselves well when they do that show. They have great intent on doing their music and different things like that. I just think that they rely too much on the show to promote their music. I think that's the main problem. So I think the mistake is people feel like, they don't never pop or they don't never come out. It's just that people, and I said this earlier, talent is 5 to 10% of the music business. You also have to know where to go, how to put it out, and how to do different things. And I think the mistake is these artists, a lot of them don't know how to go about doing their music. I did feel like, they just put it on the television and it's going to go. And it's not like that. They have to come to DSN, they have to come to him, they have to come to all different, places to promote their music. And I think that sometimes they don't do that. And it goes both ways. And sometimes, let's say like a DSN or whatever, and I'm not putting y'all on blast, but y'all ask me so many questions about love and hip hop and nothing about music. So that means a lot of times media just promotes love and hip hop so much that you don't even get a chance to ask the artist about their song.
Right.
So that's why their songs don't ever go anywhere, because the platform of love and hip hop is so much more spotlighted that people care about Creep Squad and things like that as opposed to the music. Right. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, you have Dream Doll on there now, and you have Jacquay. And
Luke
they
got
both Luke got
Lou's not on there.
Show,
Lou's not on
but
there.
they both have like a dope work ethic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And Dream Doll, she dropped her mixtape before the show.
Yeah,
so
because
I've
learned by, this is my 3rd season in doing this, so I've learned that the first season, of course, this is our learning season. I've learned the do's and the don'ts. Then the 2nd season, I've learned the effects of the do's and the don'ts. So this 3rd season, I've learned, okay, I'm not going to depend on the show to promote this music. Why? Because just how the caller just said, how come people call in and blah blah blah? Because if the first time you heard Dream Doll rap was on the show, the first thing you would think is, oh, she's just doing it for the show. Right. So that's why I made sure that all her music and different things came out before you even seen her on the show.
One of the first days that you
hello?
go ahead.
Question, why you didn't bring Dream Doll if she's from the hood?
Say it again.
Oh, he said,
Dream
why you
Doll
didn't
from
bring
the
Dream
hood,
Doll?
she's from Basin, so why you ain't bring it through?
Well, Dream Doll right now, she's filming something for BET, so that's why she didn't. And she currently came up, she got her she got some bread, so now she's she moved.
She was just in Hawaii.
Yeah, she was in Hawaii. Yeah, so she got some bread. She got some bread, so she moved. She's no longer working in the strip club. Also, she quit all that. She has some bread. And that's another thing. Like, people don't say, "Hey, self, you help a couple females,
Yes,
get out
did.
the strip club."
You did.
Not you. I'm talking to this cast right here. Only reason that's the only reason. I'm just talking about this cast. You understand? Okay.
Real quick, just elaborate on that.
Listen, you can ask me any question.
I totally, hold on.
Okay, yeah, put the drink down.
I totally agree with you.
Okay.
But we stepped in the mix after the interview was going on. Now, if it was something that was scheduled, we would definitely ask about your artist, things going on.
But that was the first couple of questions you asked.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
First of all, you being DJ Self, we already know you're established. As a DJ, you're known. You're popping. Now, hold on.
Yes.
The show Love and Hip Hop might overshadow other things going on as far as the artists that you're doing. I apologize for that, because I asked the
You don't have to apologize.
Because
Okay.
the first question I asked was about the lame shit homie did.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying, because that was my
Lame
question.
stuff. We're on FM radio. Stuff.
That things happen. You know what I mean? So excuse me. But if the interview started from the beginning, I would definitely had a layout of things that actually
But what I
artists
was
that you
I
did.
understand that, but what I'm just explaining to him is sometimes people don't have enough time for layout. So collectively I've asked maybe 6 questions, and all 6 of them had something to do with
I
the
agree.
television.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So a lot of times people don't know how to defer and get into the music like how I did. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now I turned it into the music. So, and some people that's on the show is not intelligent enough to convert back to their music. You understand? And they just talk about the show all day.
I get what
Mona
you're
did this,
saying.
Mona did that, da da da. Nah, I'm trying to sell some music. I don't care what Mona did. I'm trying to sell some music.
On the show, you're the only one that's actually focusing on business.
Because
there's a
I
lot
like
of
money.
clownery- there you go. There's a lot of clownery going on. You know what I mean? So hats off to you for that, brother. Definitely.
Well, I definitely want to say this. I always turn it back to music because of the fact that I love music. And I will tell you this. When you first put out Lou
Got Cash.
We were up here, and we played his song. And I've been waiting on the other ones, but I know you've been busy.
Lou Got Cash, Mariah Lynn, Dream Doll, and Adria.
Correct. I've been. Well, actually, I have Adria's song.
Yes.
We played
Adria
up here.
is a singer. She's 21, a young singer from Queens that I found. And me doing television also helped me build up the confidence that I could say, hey, you know what? I can make stars out of people. I told them, and I'll let you know, just in case y'all just coming in, my company is maybe a year and a half old. I've been on television for 3 years. And this, so this is the halfway mark, and I just started doing music as far as a record company, because I've learned, the do's and the don'ts. And, like I said, the second season, I saw the effects of the do's and don'ts. And now this time is me to reap the benefits of what I've learned.
And as well as we have another show outside, and I'm going to probably call the name wrong.
Who, these girls?
No.
Tips and Bartenders?
No.
Yeah, they from the club. I know them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Remember, no creeping. All right.
No,
listen.
no, I'm good. I'm
All
good. I'm Gucci.
So if you're looking for Gwinnin Love, right here on the Evening Experience, if you find, send up a picture, send up something, and I'll try to see if I can get it to the Gwinnin guy.
Gwinnin for Love. I got
Gwinnin for Love.
We do have a Instagram, a Gwinnin for Love Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gwinnin for Love Instagram. Make sure
But I'm not keen on promoting other social media. I have a website. It's called WeGwinninEntertainment.com. I don't own these other social media, so I'm not gonna be here promoting other people's. I'd rather promote what I own. So that's what I own. So I want to promote that.
Shout out to the Matrix Studios Network for having the Evening Experience
absolutely.
every
That's what we
week.
should be promoting all day up here. You know what I'm saying?
So download that DSN BX app and take the opportunity to do what you do best
all day.
and
Promote
watch
that
us.
all day.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm with that. And I like your question. Any question? Because you seem like the
Sparky one?
Not the sparky one, like the average consumer. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he trying to hit me with the intelligence right there. You got the brown in there.
Excuse me, I like to ask you a
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure we good to go.
I'm different.
I like that.
I like to do, like, I like to bring you all around, bring you up.
Nah, but to keep it real, I like to keep, you know what I'm saying? Word to my mama.
Hold up. Once again, we have a caller that's calling. Once again, this is the Evening Experience. Your boy Mac 357 and your boy Big Chuck.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, boo?
Hey, what's up?
Who is this?
I wanted to know, how did you like that city record, Drez featuring Jim Jones?
I to be honest with you, I heard it, but I didn't listen to it, and I don't want to pass judgment on a song that I didn't listen to. I just heard it because we were here in the studio, and there was a lot of things that we was talking, and I was on.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah, and I was talking, and I was on my phone, so I didn't listen to it. I just heard it. From what I heard, it sounded cool, but I don't want to give a definitive answer for something that I didn't listen to.
Got you. I thought it was a dope record. I just wanted to hear what your intake was on it.
Okay.
She thought it was a dope record.
No, I heard that part. Yeah, all right, cool.
Any questions for the Gwinnin God? Okay, she left. All right.
She wanted to promote that record. As you should.
I didn't really
As you
listen
should.
to
So you ain't got no questions? You good?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I just want to make sure. Nah, because you know, it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
She on Facebook going crazy.
Yo,
Uh-oh.
do that.
You on blast now, girl. You on blast.
Oh my God, everybody's always putting me on blast. Like,
Yep.
I just have my random.
Go ahead.
As far as music, this is from social media and everything else. I watch the show, but I know like there's a lot of backhand stuff that goes on. It can't just be what's on the show. But do you have any regrets, or maybe things should have been different between you and Cardi B?
You know what it is? I think that the mistake people make is they feel like television is what's real.
But that's why I disclaimed it and said I know that there's things, but that's just what people say. So this is me.
I'm cool.
You know, this is me saying.
Well, the one thing I would say is in that situation, I think the mistake people make is I didn't have a record company or the know-how to do certain things. I didn't also know that that things would go the way that it went because we're all new. So when I say that, we all coming in here, and this could be the new Breakfast Club. You understand? And it's just, we may not even take advantage of it because we ain't paying attention to that. We just here trying to make some money. When I first did Love and Hip Hop, they asked me to do it, and I took it upon myself to grab people who I thought was great, and she was a part of that. So, you did help her. Absolutely, of course. maybe 50% of the cast at the time, I was the plug on getting on television. So everybody that's on that show that I helped, somehow, somewhere I helped. You understand? Putting them on television. Now, if somebody said, oh, you should have signed the person, I didn't have a company to sign anyone to. So there's no way that I could have signed. And I didn't have the knowledge or the care for it. Why? Because at that time, I'm just here, I'm trying to get a check. I'm on television my first time. But now, you see that, damn, this is a business. You can make some money off of it.
Right.
You understand? So it's like, oh, snap. Let me make some money. Exactly. You understand? So let me, but I ain't broke.
That's Hello. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's something I've heard all the time, over and over.
No,
like,
I hear it too.
Yeah,
I hear it a lot, but I smile and laugh because it's funny because you see the effect of television that it has on people's lives, where people, there's, you could say they believe what they want to believe, because if Kevin Hart plays a police officer and shoots somebody, you wouldn't believe that. But if you see something on Love and Hip Hop, you pick and choose what you want to believe. Some things you be like, oh, that's fake. Oh, that's real. Like you pick and choose what you want to, believe that's real. So, it's cool with me.
Right.
I don't know.
So what's the advice that you give? Because I know your artists now, because they're pretty young, and this generation is kind of crazy, and I know it might be hard to deal with people their age. Like, what's the advice that you give them for the best guidance?
The first thing is just prepare yourself, and after you prepare yourself, practice. Some people don't like to practice; they just like to wing it. You understand? Like, he said something that's very important. He was like, "Yo, if I knew you was here, I would have a whole." A whole itinerary, ready for you. And some people just come and just wing it. You understand? Like even me coming here, I also knew that some people would ask certain questions. I also knew that, somebody's gonna ask me a Creep Squad question. Somebody would ask me a Cardi question. People, I already know what people, so I prepare myself to not sound ignorant. You understand? And also tell the truth, because I know nowadays everything could be recorded. So it's like, oh, you lied. That's not what happened. Blah blah blah. You understand? So I know.
The orange do it every day.
Yeah. So I know. So it's just preparing yourself, and then just hustle hard. A lot of people are fake busy. And and it's just like, you doing, what are you doing so much in your life that you can't get to a promised land? And sometimes you get too old where it's too late. You 40 something years old and it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was the one, or I used to do this, and I don't never want to be, and I don't want nobody around me, the person I used to do this, get it done.
That's why I hate when people do that.
Well,
I don't want to talk
part
about
of the
that.
example.
3 years ago.
Part of the example I would tell you is this. If you look at DJ Self's grind, he never stopped. He persevered because of the fact that he never stopped. If you listen to some of the things that he says to people, some of the things that he talks about in interviews, he always talks about working hard. He started working hard on something that he saw the value in. And I tell people all the time, don't just do something just to do it. Do something that you have passion for. And yes, you can be successful and have great money at it, but do something that you have a passion for, because you put that much more effort into it.
Right.
And I saw that, I got a passion to do to make people careers, flourish. And I also said this, and I'm saying this again because y'all probably didn't hear, is a certain time I didn't know I had that power, or I didn't have the confidence in doing it. And you guys may feel the same way I felt a couple years ago as far as radio. You come in like, oh, I'm just gonna do some radio, blah blah blah. But this radio, this microphone is very powerful.
It is.
And sometimes people take advantage of it. Even if it's 2 people listening, it's still very, very powerful.
Right.
And people don't understand that. And in my lifetime, a lot of things I've done, I didn't pay attention to the power I had. People tell me all the time, yo, you could do this, you did this for this. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And now, I'm really like, oh, okay, I've done this. And now I'm seeing the fruits of, things that I've done for people.
Experience. It's experience. Like everything you go through, sometimes you just have to be. Sometimes you have to go through stuff to, get you to like from point A to point B. That's what I tell everybody. I just be like, you got to go through a few things before you like actually find what it is that you like, yo, this is what I'm here for. Like, and then you begin to love it. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then, everything just starts flourishing. You know what I'm saying?
So what we're going to do right now is
Well, this is not your time now. It's their time. I apologize. Keeping it real. Like you went over the time, so it's really not your time.
Listen.
I'm just being honest.
You should just
Gwinnin.
stay
Just
all the way
keeping
up
it real.
until get to know me.
Listen.
I'm keeping it real.
Gwinnin.
All right.
Gwinnin God.
Keeping it real.
Thank you, Veal.
All right.
I like chicken. Anyway.